An Alabama soldier serving on the front lines in Afghanistan prompts a change in state policy. This after Governor Robert Bentley's office denied his initial request for an Alabama state flag. And Bob, this is obviously a story that has a lot of people talking, especially a man who spent years serving our country in a foreign land and a prisoner of war camp. Fox 10 News reporter April Douglas has his story.
Free book. I've sent hundreds of books.
Retired Army Colonel Glendy Frazier knows a thing or two about what it means to serve our country. He spent years in a Japanese prison camp in the 1940s, having survived the infamous Bataan Death March.
I put in 3.5 years as a prisoner of war in Japan, and I know what freedom is. And one thing of the freedom is to have your flag, is which I call Old Glory. And Old Glory number 2 is Alabama flag, that's what I'm Alabama.
When Frazier heard Governor Robert Bentley's office had originally denied a fellow soldier's request for a state flag to fly in Afghanistan where he's deployed, the Medal of Freedom recipient didn't mince words.
I think it's ridiculous that he don't let him have it.
It was a feeling shared by a lot of people and prompted Governor Bentley to change state policy. In a written statement, the governor says this is another example of a long-standing state policy that just makes no common sense. That is why I changed this policy effective immediately. As a veteran, no one appreciates the sacrifices made by our men and women who serve in our military more than I do. The governor ordered an Alabama state flag be sent to Sergeant First Class Howard Blake immediately, and every soldier serving in a combat zone who asked for one after that.
I commend him for even changing it, because I'd send him a flag if I could.
Coming from a man who spent 3.5 years of his life being tortured, all for the sake of Old Glory, and Old Glory number 2, as he calls it. In Mobile, April Douglas, Fox 10 News.
That request was originally denied because of the amount of flag requests and the cost of the flags. The flags cost on average anywhere between $11 and $30 apiece.